Hello, friends. Have you ever wondered how wars, destruction, and endless political drama could possibly give rise to something as beautiful as the Renaissance? Sounds ironic, right? But that's exactly what happened in Italy. Welcome to the fascinating story of the Italian Wars, a series of battles that tore through the Italian peninsula yet left behind a legacy that shaped Europe forever. Grab your seats, because this tale has everything: ambition, betrayal, art, and power plays fit for a blockbuster. The Italian Wars, stretching from 1494 to 1559, were not your typical neighborly squabbles. These wars saw powerful European kingdoms, France, Spain, and the Holy Roman Empire, fighting over control of Italy's wealthy and culturally rich city-states. Why? Because Italy wasn't a united country back then. Instead, it was a collection of vibrant but vulnerable states like Florence, Milan, Venice, and Naples. Each city had its own ambitions, but none were strong enough to defend themselves when larger powers came knocking. It all started when the King of France, Charles VIII, decided he deserved a piece of Italy's pie. His claim to Naples sparked a domino effect of invasions. Soon, Italy became a battleground where foreign armies clashed, leaving destruction in their wake. But here's the twist. Even in the middle of all this chaos, the Renaissance didn't just survive, it thrived. How, you ask? Well, war brought foreign rulers, and foreign rulers brought new ideas. With armies came architects, engineers, and artists, all exchanging knowledge. Italian city-states, desperate to display power and prestige, invested even more in art and architecture to show off their greatness. Imagine being so rich and cultured that your way of flexing was to hire Michelangelo to paint your ceiling, or Leonardo da Vinci to design your fortress. Speaking of da Vinci, the Italian Wars had a profound impact on him. Leonardo found himself working as a military engineer, designing everything from fortifications to war machines. Yes, the same man who painted The Last Supper was sketching out armored vehicles and giant crossbows. His notebooks during this period reveal his fascination with anatomy, flight, and even weapons, showing how war pushed even the greatest minds into new territories. But there was also a darker side. The infamous sack of Rome in 1527 by the troops of Charles V, the Holy Roman Emperor, marked a turning point. The Eternal City, once the heart of classical civilization, was looted and devastated. Artists and intellectuals fled, scattering Renaissance ideas across Europe. Ironically, this tragic event helped spread the Renaissance far beyond Italy's borders. Ideas, after all, are hard to imprison. And let's not forget the influence of war on politics. Enter Niccolo Machiavelli, who observed these turbulent times firsthand. His famous work, The Prince, was inspired by the ruthless political maneuvers he witnessed. Machiavelli's cold-blooded advice, that it's better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both, reflects a world where power was everything and survival meant making tough choices. But the Italian Wars weren't just about destruction. They reshaped alliances and influenced the balance of power in Europe. By the end of the wars, Spain emerged as the dominant force in Italy. Spanish rule brought relative peace, but the independence of Italy's city-states was lost. The Renaissance's golden age in Italy dimmed slightly, but its ideas had already taken root across Europe, influencing cultures far and wide. Here's the fascinating part. War, while destructive, forced innovation. Fortresses were redesigned to withstand new artillery, leading to advancements in military architecture. Cities adapted, artists traveled, and thinkers like Machiavelli redefined politics. The Renaissance, far from being derailed, evolved through these challenges. In a strange twist, conflict became a catalyst for creativity. And so, friends, as we move toward the end of today's story, remember this: history is rarely neat and peaceful. Sometimes it's messy, unpredictable, and full of contradictions. The Italian Wars were brutal, but they also paved the way for cultural exchanges and new ideas that enriched Europe. They remind us that human creativity often shines brightest in the darkest times. But wait, our journey doesn't end here. Have you ever wondered what was happening in England while Italy wrestled with war? A queen with a sharp mind and a flair for drama was about to transform her nation into a Renaissance powerhouse. Yes, I'm talking about none other than Elizabeth Thirse. Join me next time as we explore the Elizabethan Renaissance in England, a world of poetry, plays, and power, where Shakespeare's pen and Elizabeth's crown ruled supreme. Until then, Keep exploring, keep questioning, and remember, every great story has another chapter waiting to be told.